Oh, welcome to Tier 1 Mexico Formula 7 Racing. It's time to do some qualifying around Mexico, and the co-commentator today is Tio Tarnland, the man who was driving in Tier 3 today. Hello, Tio, how are we?
We are good.
Good stuff.
Happy to be in the comms box today.
So, you're going to take over, because I will be back in a
Yep.
couple of minutes. I'll be as quick as
The
I can, everyone. My apologies.
the first driver out is Deadly, so
We are on board
he's
with
just doing
Deadly
his
as
off lap.
well, so give him a good lap.
Yeah, man. So we have Deadly about to start his lap. Going down the main straight right now. Burning his battery. Deploying basically everything he got. Goes down to the first corner, hit the apex perfectly. Second and third. Going down the second straight now. Coming into the first couple of corners into sector 2. Hits basically both apexes kinda perfectly. Into the chicane we go. Looked fairly decent. Now we go into the S section. He invalidates. Let's go on board with next driver to cross the line is Thanos. And Deadly gets out of the way quite easily. And the first lap for Thanos will be 1:15.6. Next across the line is Powerton. He does a 1:15.0 for the Kicksauber driver. Then we have his teammate behind, Jeffy Boy. Comes to the line, goes P2 for the moment with a 1:15.6. Next across the line is Fanfinus. 1:16.9. Asper goes provisional pole with a 1:15.0. Next across the line is Josh. What can he do in the first round on the medium tires? Goes P3 with a 15.6. Who is next to cross the line? One of the Ferraris, Mirko, 1:15.0 as well for him, P4 at the moment. We have Sponge coming towards the line. What will he do for the first run in this qualifying session? P7 with a 1:15.6. Brothers going to the final sector now. He invalidates. That is all of the drivers done with the first runs, and CJ has retired in the third sector. What happened to CJ? We have a couple of cars out on track again. One of them is Deadly, I think. Yes, that will be the first one to set their second lap. He's doing his outlap right now. We have Reese on the lap now, going into the final chicane. Coming towards the line. What will this be for the TF10 driver? A 14.4 provisional pole for Reese. Very good. Very strong lap from Reese there. Deadly, I think. Yes. He's purple in the first sector. Goes into the S section right now. He invalidates.
One hello, all, I'm back. We're on board with Ryan Clements. I don't think he's on a lap, is he?
Ryan is.
He is on a lap.
So
we've left turn 3, down into turn 4 we go. My apologies for being late, everyone. It's turn 4, grabs a bit of the curb on the left-hand side, onto the right, gets the apex, gets the car settled, had a bit of a wheel spin there, into the right-hander again, through turn 6, into 7. I'll go into turn 8. Oh. Into the S's, the famous S's, as we now head down. Not now, sorry. Through turn 12. I believe that is turn 12. And now into turn 13. Gets on the curb. Get on the left-hand side. Into the stadium we go. Turn 14. Into 15. A little bit on the curb as well. Into 16 we go. Final corner now. 17. He's crossed the line. Gets on the curb. And he goes P2. With a 14.5. A tenth off Reese.
I think the next car to set a lap is Thanos, going into the final corner now. Burns the battery to the line. He will go P7 with a 15.0.
As Alexis about to cross the line as well, or Alex J, the first person. I believe they're brand new, and they go P8. As next one around is Jeffy Boy, P11. Phantomus. No, it's not. It's an Alpine that's across next. That would be Lewis, beginning a lap. It would be Phantomus, ending a lap, sorry. And he goes P3 with a 14.8, 3 tenths off.
Who is next to set their lap?
Is Welsh beginning his lap. Lewis just also down into turn 2 as Bradders coming around.
Maxwell is in the final sector. He's purple in the second sector.
2 tenths up on his time.
Go into 15 now. Burns the battery to the line. This will be a pretty decent lap. Up to P3 for the tier 2 driver.
2 tenths off as Bradders coming around the final few corners now. Here we go. What can Bradders do? We haven't seen Bradders in action for a while. And he goes P6. Only a few tenths off. It's looking very close at the moment. Apart from with CJ as Jeffy Boy onto the
Josh
grass of
has
it.
Invalidated his run.
As B-Right down into turn 1 he goes. We'll stay on board with B-Right in the Aston Martin. Gets on the left, goes to the right, through turn 3. Smooth exit there from B right. Very busy man this week. Wasn't available for tier 2. But we had someone filter in for us. And into turn 4 he goes. Gets the apex nicely. Into turn 5. Gets a bit wide onto the curb there. But goes through to turn 6. Into turn 7 as we head down now. Into turn 8. Turn 8, bit tricky there on the left-hand side. Maybe cut a bit too much. You get too much of the corner. You invalidate your time. Through turn 9, into 10. Into 11 we go now. Into 12. Gets the job done.
Will be P5 for B right in the Aston Martin. We can go on board with Sponge going into the final sector. Went a bit deep. He's going back into the pits about this lap. Next to come across this line is Deadly. Going into the final sector now. Had a big snap of oversteer. Into 14. Into 15. Let's see what this lap can do for Deadly. Burns the battery to the line. Will be a 1:49. Puts him P9 at the moment. We have Ryan Clemenson on the lap. Just finished the first sector. Goes into the chicane. Hits both apexes perfectly.
Sorry, am I back? Hello?
Yes, you are back.
Okay, finally. I need to invite Trubo. Trubo wants to race today.
Rubo. Sure.
I don't know if he's on PlayStation.
Just going to check out what Ryan can do on this final lap. It should be. No, it actually not. He would have time. He has some traffic into 15. Cuts the apex perfectly. He will finish his lap and will be a 14.6. Do not improve on his lap time.
As who else
say
is
sorry.
on a lap? Mirko on a lap as well. As we've got a slow moving car. It's a Kick Sauber powertrain. Just might have impeded the Red Bull Oracle racing car there just a little bit. Not too sure.
Fanfinus is also on a lap, I think.
Fanfinus just coming around the field on a few corners. Who's on a lap behind them? Brad is just beginning his lap. That's a Williams of Tanos. Who is he going to go? He's only a little bit up on his time. Is it enough? Yeah, it was. It was 0.3 up. Not enough to improve. Lewis coming out of the pits, making sure not to impede anyone. Fanfinus now goes around the final corner. He's a 10th up on his time, and he goes P5 with a 14.6.
And the Merkel peels into the pits to prepare his final laps. We should have a couple of drivers out on track doing laps.
Jeffy Boy now coming around the final few corners into the stadium. He goes, slings the car around. As now again locks up the rear left there, getting the car straightened before he gets fully on the power. Gets the car straight on the power into the final corner now of turn 17. Here we go. Can Jeffy Boy maybe get out of the bottom 16? Yes, he can. He goes P11. Not enough for him to get where he might want to go. But he might maybe try and make some time up in the race as Mirko's retired in the pits. As there's a bit of rain, a little bit of water just coming onto the screen there. We might have a bit of a wet qualifying session to where the tyres are going to lose a bit of grip. Welsh Sponge kept that lap valid somehow. CJ rejoined as well, but now it's spinning just a little bit for the drivers. The traction, the grip, it's all going to change now in the final few moments of qualifying.
Brothers went up to P7 as well.
As Brad is done with qualifying now, as no one's going to have enough time to do another lap, I don't think. As B-Right, the final run for B-Right. Take us away, Tio.
Yes, we have B-Right coming down to the first corner. Brakes at the 100-meter board, basically. Hits the apex perfectly, gets a little bit of grass on the front right tire. Hits both exits perfectly. Burns the battery, going down to the final meters of the first sector. He is down on his provisional time. Goes into the chicane. Hits it fairly decent. Wheel flicking it into there. Goes into the S section. Cuts the grass, kinda. Gets good rotation. The car hooks. He has a big snap and he is spun in the S section. That will be done for B-Right. Down in P9 at the moment. Powertron is not doing more. Aspel is done. I think that's everything for qualifying this evening. Because the rain has hit the track. Yep, that should be done for qualifying.
And we're back. Sorry about that, everyone. My apologies. Thank you, Tio, for doing that. B-Right had a bit of a spin there. Don't usually see that much. And this is the grid. TF10 Reese, P1, Mintoki, P2, AMS Mirko, P3, Ryan, P4, P5, Phantomus, P6, Adspill, Bradders, P7, Powertrain, P8, B-Right, P9, Akkers, or Deadly, P10, Jeffy Boy, P11, P12, Thanos, Lewis, P13, Alex J, P14, Josh, P15, Welsh, P16, and CJ, P17, and Trubo joined very late, who is now P18. What can these drivers do to begin the formation lap? Tio, hello?
Yes.
Cool,
Hello?
Just had to check you could hear me.
Yeah. Should be all fine. Nothing wrong. It looks like it's going to be a completely dry race.
That is good, we do like that. But yeah, just want to say, everyone, apologies if anyone was in the Tier 1 chat earlier today, about 20, 30 minutes ago. My apologies for my language that was used within there and what had happened with the lobby. I take full responsibility and I apologise. And I hope we can move on and let's crack on with the lobby and the race, shall we? As we load up the Twitch chat now. Whew. It's time for my famous formation lap. it's lights out and away we go on the formation lap.
Let's see what strategies people are on.
So,
it's
tyres.
mediums for the whole grid,
Oh, wow.
except Sponge.
Wow,
The hards.
Sponge. Going to be going a long time here. Maybe a bit of rain that might throw the race up a bit. If Nathan is in the Twitch chat, I know Nathan is in the lobby. Could we have a bit of a a weather check, if possible?
It's
As
from the past races we have done this day has been split strategies across the tiers. 2-stop, 1-stop, and even more because of safety cars.
maybe a 3-stop as well, as we saw in tier 3 this morning as well. I believe we had it was Bulldog, wasn't it? It was one of the Mercedes that did a 3-stop.
Yeah,
I'm
Bulldog
certain.
did a 3-stop. He boxed medium hards to another sort of hards than inters, I believe. I did not, because I stayed out on my old hards. Did it pay
As
off?
we just dropped CJ 3000 an invitation. Magi did a 3-stop. Mad Riot did a 3-stop, and that paid off massively for him when the wet weather came as well. Big shout out to Mad Riot doing commentary today with Bjorn in tier 2. I gave a bit of it a watch earlier on whilst I was actually eating some of my tea just, and it was very lovely to listen to. Very nice to
Hopefully
watch.
this AI card from CJ doesn't mess up the lobby, because I know we have had some of
As long as he didn't leave, it should not retire him. But oh well, it'd be a skill issue if it was for CJ.
Well, I can at least tell you he apparently crashed out in qualifying as well.
I believe he had a wheel malfunction. As
That's-
everyone lines
seems-
up at the grid, let's prepare for the 5 red lights in tier 1. It's time for the 5 red lights, tier 1, Mexico, powered by Sim Racing Setups. It's lights out and away we go. Reese and Mintoki with a great start there from one another. Phantomus already up on a place on Ryan Clemenson. Abzul not making up any ground. Braddock's already down a few places. As Phantomus up into P2, now losing out. As fight for the lead here. They're 3 wide into turn 2. Oh my lord. Can they keep it all together? 2 have got off track. There's 3 people off track so far as we go down the grid order there. As that is Josh Bear all the way down the grid, fighting with Super Turbo. Into turn 4 we go. As Phantomus leads the Grand Prix. Both the Scuderia Ferraris fighting one another now. TF10 Reese just making sure he can come back at the Ferrari driver and see what he can do against one another. But looking down the grid order now, CJ, is there a bit of damage there from a Haas? I think that was, or it was white. It might have been a V-carb. So
I
far,
think that is a B carb. The most
as
specific
there's a
game
car
on
off
this,
already, but Phantomus has just legged it
is Bradders that's
Bradders
off in the
is-
background.
into the wall, and Brad is the one that got damaged there. It was Brad that got damaged. As Phantomus just trying to get away from Reese. Reese so far tempted to be the champion of this season from the way things have been. But
Most position gain on this first lap was Phantomus, up 4 places, and most lost was Bradders that retires in the pit lane, not the race he would have wanted today.
not what he wanted at all.
We
Could have had a potential
have
safety
some-
car, but no, he didn't wait it out. Wasn't patient
We have
enough.
side-by-side action between Josh and Thanos into the first corner. They are both into the
Oh
wall.
wow!
Massive
Wow.
damage to Joshua Bear's car. He's missing the whole front wing.
As we
And
move
I
on
think
to the front of the
Thanos-
grid, because we've got a fight on our hands right here for the lead of the Grand Prix in Mexico. As looking around, Phantomus just trying to defend as much as he can, and TF10 14 Reese just trying to catch, but he's got Mirko right behind him, so the Ferrari drivers are going to work together here to stay with Reese, or maybe just slow Reese down, because look right here, it's Ryan Clemenson who's joined the party, Absol joining as well, and B-Right got his party invitation, but it wasn't till the PlayStation party, funnily enough.
We
He's-
have already a time penalty for deadly at 3 seconds for track limits.
As Phantomus looked,
And-
as there, well, Spongy gets one, but Phantomus looked a bit squirrely on the exit of the corner then, and might be a bit slow on the straights. That's a 10-second time penalty for Acker's deadly as well. He's into the pits and retires. As Reese going down the inside, late on the brakes. Can he get the job done? Bit of contact. Yes, he can. He says, "See you later. This is mine." As into the lead of the Grand Prix, Reese goes, as we've seen the majority of this season. Again, Tio is on commentary with me today as Thanos also retires as well. There goes a Williams driver. Has a bit of an incident.
Retirements earlier.
Not what anyone's going to be wanting, and I think the stewards can have a good look at that incident later tomorrow, when the stewarding opens up. As we have yellow flags in Sector 3.
That is
Not
for
anymore.
the AI car of Deadly, I believe. Yes. Hope the AI car doesn't get in the way of Josh.
Alright, it's now going down the grid. Or look at the two Aston Martin drivers together, working together potentially here to see what they can do. Who is faster? Is it Ryan or is it B-Right faster? Are they going to maybe have a little battle and fight one another for position? Jostle it out.
Look at the gap from Reese to Phantom. It's almost a second.
As it's 1 second, he hasn't got DRS.
Yes, he has. He just got in DRS.
Oh wow, he got into DRS. Where's the DRS detection zone, man? I completely forgot.
Right. It's in between.
I swear it's just coming out the final corner, no?
No, it's before the final corner. Before turn 15.
And I think Phantomus has disconnected.
Phantomus.
He has disconnected.
I will get him invited. There is. I have sent him a couple of invites, so hopefully he can get back in as soon as possible.
As now it's going to be Mirko fighting with the Aston Martin and the Mercedes. What are they going to do? He's got to focus on one person, and which team will that be? Because he's going to have both Astons on his tail, on his gearbox in a moment. Let's look, the straight line speed of B-Right straight past him, and it says see you later. Absol maybe going to make a move as well onto the AI car. Yes, he does. Everyone making moves. All the dropping back, fading massively here. Extremely, just losing out so many places because of this. But Mirko fighting, still trying to stay within a second of the car ahead, as right ahead of him now.
He's going to be burning his whole battery to try to get past into the first corner here.
But Reese going on to the right, holding it defensive. He's going to go late on the brakes. Can he keep it? Bit of contact between one another.
A bit of contact. But he will have another DRS zone. He probably will try to get past into this corner as well.
He's holding it defensive
he moves
again.
To the side. Goes later on the brakes, going down the inside. Has he made it moved? Has he made the move stick? It looks like that. Goes side by side into the chicane. Some little bit of wheel banging. But it's... I think Mirko has made it.
As Reese was smart as well. Very smart of Reese to back out there as well. Don't usually see that, do we?
No.
We don't usually see a driver back out that much, but Reese was smart to do it today. But he's got the DRS, but he's going to be recharging that ERS battery pack all the way back up, just like Mirko's doing right now. He's used up a total of, I believe, 95% so far. That's burning it so far this lap, I think, if my maths isn't wrong. There's a yellow flag there. That is Phantomus back in the session. I think he had a bit of an off with Trubo there. That might be looked into later on by the stewards. Aston Martin doing an Aston Martin masterclass so far. What can B-Right do? Catching
and the Reese
right
trying
up.
to go for the move into the first corner again. He has made the move stick before the corner. He will have the DRS advantage for the next straight as well.
As Mirko had a major lockup there. He's burned all that battery. He's under threat now by Ryan Clemenson. Ryan Clemenson says, see you later, that's mine. Ciao, adios. And he's done that easily. Absol has a bit of a snap there on the exit. Bit of understeer or oversteer, sorry, is the word there I'm looking for. As we go down the grid order yet again, everyone catching back up piece by piece. the puzzle going together to see who can come out on top so far.
Reese may well have pulled the DRS. No, he hasn't. It's very
As
close.
Nathan's just informed me, thank you Nathan very much. P1 to P9 is DRS, so we have a 9-way battle potentially for a podium here. As Ryan Clemenson's just ran out of DRS, or is he in the DRS?
He was not. He has lost DRS to Reese.
I was gonna say it's just before the pit lane corner, isn't it? Just before the pit lane, you can see the white
Yes,
line.
but
Yeah,
he has a lot of less downforce because he's gaining and gaining on the straights.
but look at Mirko. Mirko's burned that battery all the way down as well. And look how much Bengo's laid on the brakes. And look how much Absol went as well. Very close together so far. The strategy is going to be outstanding today. Who can pull off that masterclass? As the Aston Martins are going to be working together here. So is it going to be a pit stop for one and a pit stop not for the other? But look, Ben had to open up the steering wheel a bit there as Mirko just sent it on him. Ryan Clemenson, sent it on him. But he always got onto the curb. Very close, but that's allowed B-Right to get straight past. He's joined the party, he's accepted the invitation, he backs out as Mirko goes straight on there to get the corner and the overtake done.
We have some side-by-side action down in the field between Sponge and Super Turbo that had a massive slide in the chicane. And Fanfinus is trying to catch up to those two as quickly as they can to try to salvage some more points towards the championship.
As now Reese has said, see you later boys, I'm off, I'm going to do my own thing, and that's his story done for today. So, looking around, B-Right's going to try and make a move, see if Ryan Clemson can give him a bit of a tow with some of that slipstream. Can he do it? As B-Right gets into the clean air, that straight line speed he's got is outstanding as well. Look at right behind him as well. He's joined the party. Absol again, right there, waiting for him. The Aston Martins, are they going to work together? B-Right has a bit of oversteer, corrects it and gets the power down as well. As looking around, maybe very close to the rear end of the Aston Martin is the Red Bull racing car there. B-Right just very hesitant to get on the throttle, look like that. Just waited a little bit to maybe just try and see if he could catch Aspil off to try and get a better exit. And he couldn't, he got him right there. But he got a bad exit on through turn 8 there, sorry. As into turn 12, 13 now, so we don't head down into turn 14, I believe we are into now. No, it's not, sorry, we're into turn 13 and then 14. Let's look at this, Mirko just chasing down Ryan, but he's not enough. He's 8 tenths back. Currently, he's just in DRS, but look how close B-Right is behind him now.
We have the first car to go into the pits. Ryan goes for the massive undercut on Reese.
Now, the championship can only go more. 23 points separate Reese and B-Right. B-Right needs to get past this Scuderia Ferrari and his teammate, but his teammate has boxed on lap 9. That is quite early. He's going to be struggling. Is he going to go maybe for a two-stop race here? Two-stop strategy?
I think he's going for the two-stop strategy, a medium hard if he has gone for the harder compound allocation.
This is certainly an interesting one, really.
Mirko has gained, I think, a bit of time onto Reese. Maybe Reese's tires are struggling at this moment because Mirko has gained about 2 tenths at least.
Or is Reese trying to save them tires a little bit now? As he's realised he's going to start struggling on them in a little bit. As this undercut at the moment is going to throw a lot into the mix. As he's come out by Trubo.
Who will react to this undercut from Ryan?
Mirko is into the box, and Welsh Bun gets a 3-second tyre penalty as B-Right stays out, so B-Right might know what Ryan Clemenson's trying to do. Someone would like to see the tyres. There's your tyres. You only have to ask. Don't spend your channel points. We'll make Nathan suffer when he does his commentary with them. As here we go. As Ben struggling to get the grip and the rotation around there, just struggling, having to do a bit of a flick, just try and get the grip into the front tyres there. as he's chasing down Reese. Look at how fresh and how much these tyres have life in them. He's caught right up, whereas Reese just slowly managing them tyres to try and keep them alive, just so he can maybe extend that gap between Ryan Clemenson to not have that undercutting threat. The pit stop here is about 24 seconds, I believe, maybe more.
I think if Reese will box at this moment, I think the undercut will work for Ryan. He's currently 19 seconds in between. And Alexi and Super Turbo gets 3-second penalties at the same time. And they are fighting each other on track. So maybe
Certainly a lot to keep our eyes out for as B Wright's into the
have
box this
Asker
lap.
and B-Right going into the pits as well. Trying to cover off Mirko, I would have believed. But Mirko and Ryan is on the main straight.
Reese really struggling on that curb there into turn 2. Got onto the curb and just watched the rear end step out a bit.
And Super Turbo just got a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane as well.
Sorry, we were supposed to go down the grid order. I was pressing my keyboard and it wasn't working. As CJ hasn't rejoined yet. I don't think he will be rejoining us at the moment. But look, Phantomus just trying to make up some ground with Lewis here. As Phantomus did a very early stop. He didn't have any damage though. As the teamwork between Ryan Clemenson and B-Right can only grow a bit stronger here. Maybe going to have to work together with one another, try and catch, because look, it's a 2-second gap between Mirko and Ryan. 2.7, sorry. Oh, excuse me.
And Recess goes into the pit lane.
As Min Taki leads the Grand Prix with a Kick Sauber behind. Yes, it is Power Twan.
Kick Sauber duo of Powerton and Jeffy Boy in.
So here we go, guys. Stop the race here. This is a monumental moment for Kick Sauber. At least for Jeffy Boy, it is.
Yeah.
As Mirko, B-Right, Mirko, and Ryan Clemenson have all gone past Reese. As Reese just comes out on the hard tyres, seeing where he can try and maybe make up some ground now off the old used dead mediums. It does look like he was on the ice skates. It looked like he was having a nice time around Christmas. Some may think ice skating, hot chocolate. As we go, indeed, yeah, it's a hot chocolate. Can't wait! I can't wait for Christmas commentary. Hot chocolate wrapped up nice and warm. Commentating some cars going around the corners. There's Ryan Clemenson just full on sending it through the corners here now. As the tyre wear around Mexico, because it's got no downforce really. The tyre wear is extremely high. Excuse me. As the driver's going to be really struggling on the front tyres usually, not usually the rears. It's just going to be the front. Lack of grip into the braking zone. As it's currently very close between B-Right and Reese. As Joshua Bear gets a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting or track limit violations. As Jeffy Boy defending, holding up the Williams there for his life. As the Williams had a look, he had a little bit of he's locked the rears and they're just sliding. These tyres are not feeling great for these drivers at all. We have 24 laps to go left of the Mexican Grand Prix in Tier 1, powered by Sim Racing Setups. As B-Right gets past Welsh Sponge and says, "See you later, this is mine and I'm done." So now Welsh Sponge could play a major part here and hold up the slower drivers. But looking right now, all right behind his gearbox is Reese. A bit of contact between Absmal and Reese. Oh, is he going to do it? Is he going to burn the battery to try and stay ahead for as long as he can? But on his outside, he's got Reese. He's cut the corner. Bit of contact between one another. He's gone off track to overtake. He's kept the position. Is that maybe just a bit much? He's cut the corner. He's got a 3-second. No, he hasn't. Alex did. As everyone goes into the pits now. As looking around as well, around the grid. And we love you, Alvaro, as well. Don't worry. Can I have some wine, please? As Jeffy Boy stayed out. He didn't follow his teammate into the box, as he would have had enough time, I think, to avoid the double stack. What would you think, Tojo, there?
I think they are trying to not get the double stack. But these tires will be suffering right now, and Mirko has catch up to Jeffy Boy. I think Mintonski will go for the one-stop strategy. Yes, managed to save.
As Jeffy Boy just very struggling as Mirko gets the move done. Jeffy Boy really struggling on the rear tyres here. Sorry to cut you off a bit there, but Jeffy Boy really struggling on them rears. 112 degrees and 110 on the rear left and the rear right there.
Aha.
Horn XD for the wine. I'll take some wine if Alvaro's sharing.
I can inform you, those were the temperature I had on the mediums around lap 9.
And he's really struggling. He's just having constant snaps and he's losing the rear. He's staying out for one more run. He's got Reese stuck on him.
Mintonski.
That's B right, sorry. B right has been absolutely sabotaged by Jeffy Boy there. Not happy B right there, doing a bit of a wiggle to say, I'm not happy. You've annoyed me now. And I think Jeffy did a bit of a wiggle to say, I am ever so sorry. Let's now look at this. Asbel and B right. TF10 Reese. He cuts the corner. And he has to cede position as B right very close to one another. Reese just nearly cut him off. Maybe could have given some bit of damage. B right going to lick the stamp and send it down the inside. Bit of contact between both drivers again. He's got to remember, Absel is there. Very close. Hard racing so far from what I see. No incidents needing any steward looking, but I guarantee they might end up with the stewards later on. As right ahead now, it's going to be a battle between Reese and B Wright, who is going to take the championship lead so far. 23 points to separate one another, and this is where it could all change. Last season, we saw Your XD take the championship here. And I believe we saw 2 races later, we saw Reese take the championship, and then at Abu Dhabi, we saw Alvaro Chabas take the championship in Tier 3. There was a battle between UD and Alvaro the entire season through. So now looking at what one of these both drivers can do. B right got the straight line speed. Reese burning the battery straight down. No battery left down the inside, side by side. Here we go into turn 1. Bit of contact, I think. There is a bit of contact between both drivers, and B right gets very close to being off track there. Was B right off track there, Teo Tarland?
I did not have time to see. I was watching the battle.
Very close. Asbel there, right behind B right, nearly rear-ended him. As we have 21 laps remaining. But all this fighting at the moment is just allowing Mirko and Ryan Clemenson just to extend their lead.
But the gap from Ryan and Mirko has been reduced to around 1.5 seconds.
As Reese
gets
a
a time
penalty. Wow, not something we see often in Tier 1 with Reese getting a time penalty. As a Welsh Sponge still out on them tyres, by the way, 15 laps old.
And Asbel gets another 3 seconds, I think.
Sorry, I keep yawning. I'm very tired. Asbel now 6 seconds as B right and Reese side by side into turn 2. Reese not going to have the DRS this time. B right will, and B right will say, ciao, adios, I am done. with his nice little fancy car. And very close, Absol just going super wide on entry there, unable to slow the car down enough from the looks of things. Phantomus now slowly making up his ground, able to try and catch back up, but is he going to be enough to try and catch the leaders? As long as they keep squabbling one another, it's a tenth between each other now, 2.5, 2.5 tenths, sorry. Reese has got DRS. As Ben stays on the inside there, not giving him any room. Ben going to go for the switchback, gets a bit of rear rotation, bit of oversteer, and he's not able to make the move back on the double overtake, on the switchback there, sorry. As it might be showing now, Ben's tyres really going to be struggling. B-Right's tyres going to be really struggling now with grip and traction. As they're also, I believe, 110 degrees, I think they are.
Sorry, I have been muted apparently while I've been commentating the epic battle in front. It's down to 6 temps, 5 temps now.
As I believe Lewis just let me Toki pass to not try and hold them up. As yellow flags, that is a Welsh sponge in the wall.
We will have a move for the lead of Mirko. He goes down the inside of Ryan and has made a move stick, I would believe. Yes, he has.
And he keeps the DRS as well.
Well, Sponge has retired in the pits. And there's a battle between Mintonski and Phantomus down in P6. And Mintonski has the freshest tires of all. I think they are 4 laps old. He will go for the move down to the chicane. Yes, he has made a move stick. Good move from Mintonski. Will we have any change of lead up in front between Mirko and Ryan down to the first corner? Let's see. This battling up in front has made so Ben and B-Rai and Asper has catched up by 1.4 seconds just in the last couple of laps.
My apologies again. Just had to take care of a phone call. Sorry about that, everyone. 16 laps remain around Mexico. Now, as we head with Mirko into the lead of the Grand Prix, and Ryan Clemson chasing him down for the lead again. That's B Right and Reese still having their little scrap. B Right going down, staying on the outside as Reese goes down the inside. B Right not giving that a bit of a fight or any food for thought. Are you okay there, Tio?
I'm tired. I'm also a little bit tired, as you are, I would assume. We are just yawning at this moment.
Oh, indeed.
Tired, tired.
Hey, if I was racing, I'd be dead last, and I'd probably be lying in bed and letting my AI race for me. So,
Probably would have done the same.
dreaming about pink fluffy sheep.
And milkshake.
Milkshake.
Unicorn milkshake.
Oh, what is a unicorn milkshake? It gets fun. It gets funnier. Tier one. As Mirko being chased down by Ryan Clemenson, who's on very dead old tyres, as B Right's dropped off massively. Massive, yes, I know, I said massive. By Reese there, who's going to have to burn a lot just to try to stay within some of that DRS again, which he won't get on the second mini straight here. As Ryan
I
Clemenson
think
just
we
trying
have
to catch out.
small little battle between B-Right and Aspil.
As for the lead of the Grand Prix here, is Ryan Clemenson? No, he's not going to back out. But Asbill, and B right. This is too late at night for us. Going around into the right hand corners. Basbill, yes, Basbill. Come on, Basbill 18, my goat.
Baspil.
Oh, Basbill.
Baspil.
My apologies to Asbill. That's going to be in the Discord later. But exclamation mark Discord if you'd like to join us. As on Wednesday we do have Realistic, which will be commentated by Nathan, I believe, and I'm also free as well on Wednesday, so I might have a little race or maybe commentate there. And also next week, join us for Tier 3,
We
Tier 2,
will have
and
Mirko
Tier
and
1.
Ryan
As
go
Ryan
into the
and
pits at the
Clemson,
same time.
as Ben goes in as well. Did we
Will-
see a bit of
I
a
think
pit
Ben
cut?
will get. I think Ben will get hold up. Yes, he will. He will lose
Did
good
we
amount of
have
time
a?
to
Did we?
Aspil, and that has made Aspil jump him, I believe. Yes, he has.
No, my question. Did we see a bit of a pit cut there from the drivers?
You basically have to cut a little bit of the pit lane because the pit lane is quite hard on this track.
No, I mean, no, I know that, but I meant like the curve. I'm fairly certain I saw someone
Oh.
go over the curve.
Oh.
I think we'll have a look at that later. Show us the penalties. We'll have a look. Of course, we'll have a look.
I think Reese has to box.
As
again
Ryan
the
Clemenson went
same-
very wide there. Sorry, he was just watching these two as AMS Mirko managing to stay up. Abs only has 2 warnings. Game's game though, innit, Bjorn? Moving on.
And these guys that just boxed Mirko, Ryan, and Aspel and Ben needs to catch up to Mintonski because he will not box again because he did a good amount of laps on those mediums.
Also
I
with
think
Reese,
he's
is
on
Reese
the
going to
ones
box again? He's got 12 laps to go, 13 laps to go as well. I did
think
show penalties. I
will
did show them. I'll
be-
show them again for you, Malk. I did show. I'm certain I did show them. My apologies if I did it quickly. I did show them. There you go. As Jeffy Boy and B Right having a nice little scrap. Jeffy Boy no match for B Right, as B Right just says see you later with his straight line speed and cannot catch. Ah, wonderful thing, channel points. I love them so much. As we move on down the grid order now. As Lewis just trying to make up some ground here as well. Back onto the hard tyres for the next 13 laps. As there we go. CJ not in the session still. TF10 Reese gonna get a nice little bit of DRS, I think. from the AI car. Ooh. Excuse me again. My apologies.
Reese did not get DRS from the car in front. That's weird.
As Welsh Sponge retired. Sorry, I don't remember. When did he retire?
He retired a couple of minutes ago. I think around the same time.
couple of
Maybe
minutes
Tom?
ago.
A good couple of minutes ago. He has been
A couple of laps
bad,
ago.
yeah,
Oh.
same thing, the same thing.
As Alexia just
John is
covered off
back in
Mirko a
John.
bit. Never, never, never.
Never would. I would never.
If this was 6 o'clock, it'd be great, but it's not. Prime time's at 6, you know, like. Bit of contact between the Ferrari and the Williams. Sorry,
The Williams driver of Alex.
As CJ's internet went boom and his pedals went katuk. That is an absolute skill issue, if you ask me. Side by side, Ryan Clemenson and the Williams gets pushed off track, but he gains the advantage and he gets the position. But look at this side by side, there's been a contact and he's spun round. Goes the Williams car and Ryan Clemenson says, "See you later, that's mine." As Ryan Clemenson helping out his teammate by taking out all the other drivers, so Be Right doesn't have to hurt his tyres whilst battling them.
I think I will have a good amount of work to do this week with penalties given out, right?
Maybe, who knows? As looking around, snapping the wrists, there goes Be Right, and he says, "See you later, I got the DRS," and he goes, "Ciao, adios, I'm done," in his nice little fancy car, as he makes out with the wind. There's Alex J not going to be able to catch, he's just very struggling there, the tyre's just gone off massively now. As Phantom is catching up to Be Right, where they were fighting together, and he just dropped off a few places because of the disconnection. But looking around, Jeffy Boy's also catching. What could Jeffy Boy maybe do? Maybe catch a cheeky little podium as Reese does box. As into the box Reese goes, as Mintoki stays out, and that's him done. Right behind him, by the way, is Powertwan. Powertwan 2005, keeping up with Mini Toki.
I think, if I'm not wrong, this is Minitoki's debut in Tier 1, I think.
I believe it
and
is.
We have
yes.
Alex retiring the pit lane. On the right, let's see, yellow. And Mintoki gets past CJ's AI car.
As Powertwan, Mirko catching up quite a bit there. 2 tenths a lap, I think that is so far from Mirko. Is we have 9 laps to go. 10 laps, sorry. Ignore me.
It's not a lot of things going on at the moment. two Astons working together to try to get closer to Mirko and Power Swan. And let's see how much Reese can catch up to the cars in front. He has catched up into Aspill's rear in our next couple of corners, I would assume.
Right, hello? Sorry, my microphone just wanted to disappear on me. My apologies. I need a new headset, everyone. As Mirko's now gained 1.2 seconds here so far, as Minitucky and Power Twin going to start have a nice little battle here at the start. As if I've missed anything, sorry, I was just trying to get my microphone to work, and I just don't know why it stops working on me. As right behind here is Reese, right behind B-Right, and right behind behind is his teammate as well. Sorry, I just mind blanked. Ugh. As Mirko, now look at this. It was 4.8 when we last saw him, Justin. That was at the start of Sector 1, just at the end of Sector 1, and it's now 2.9. That is a second, maybe 1.1 near enough at the 1 second. Yeah, 1 second at the lap. As we move around the last 7 laps now to lap 30, we go.
And it's a bit, I think it was maybe a team order from the Aston team to switch the cars to try
Maybe
to
to try and
fight
slow
off
down
Reese.
Reese, as he's going to send it as well. Not a lot of room for him, as he's
Ooh,
barely
what?
giving half a car's width there to room to Ryan, as he knows who he's
Great
fighting
racing
with.
from Reese and Ryan.
I know, he's not got into an incident yet. As my apologies, Reese. Love you, mate. I do love you. You're a great racer. Don't hurt me. As B-Right and Reese gonna have a nice little scrap here, or can Ryan Clemenson do anything else about it? Looking at how close Reese is getting, as B-Right's just trying to back him up into his teammate here. Unbelievable stuff so far. Great racing from all. As Reese got a bit wide, got a bit of a single tangle there. As Asbill just joining the party, just waiting for that invite to send, and just gotta wait for him to press join. But B-Right gonna try and goes offensive on the inside into turn 1 we go. Is he gonna leave enough room for Reese? And he takes the place and he goes, see you later, that's mine. Just switches right on through there.
And Mirko has catched up to Power Twin.
As it was 2.8 last lap, I believe it was, and it's now 7 tenths. So Mirko stuck on the burners, and he said, right, let's get this. As at the moment, this is going to be a very good result for Kick Sauber and McLaren if they can keep it the way it is so far. As Jeffy Boy down in P9 there. B-Right and Ryan Clemenson swap places again.
We have a yellow flag.
As that is a Ferrari, I think.
No, it's Joshua Bear that spun in the final corner. He's currently a lap down.
As as we are now into the final few laps, nearly at the penultimate lap here. As Bear here, not making it easy for the drivers, being very distracting to the ones that are currently fighting each other. I'm not certain, but
somehow Mintuki has dropped down to B3.
I believe they missed their braking zone a bit and had a bit of an
I
off.
think it was because of the Mercedes of Josh. Because he went out wide.
But at the moment, that he is giving every car DRS, which is gonna off-throw everything against Reese here so far. As he's not helping his teammate, he's actually making it quite worse for him. As there they all go with the DRS flaps wide open. No overtake's going to happen this time. As he is burning just to try and stay with them all. So, a bit of chaos ensuing here as Mirko side into the inside. And he says, see you later, that's mine. And he goes, ciao, adios, and he's done. As into P1, he slots that car. As looking now, Powertwan trying to make a move later on the brakes, goes around the outside, maybe trying to bend it around the inside. He gets the inside line. Is it enough? Right there, yes it is. Side by side yet again. Look at this unbelievable stuff so far from all the drivers. As Mirko gets the greatest exit I think I've ever seen so far in sim racing to try and stay ahead.
I'm amazed that Powertwan can actually fight with the 20-lap-old Hearts.
I mean, every time I've seen Powertwan, he's been put into a wall, so I'm shocked he's not in a wall yet. Commentators curse he might be put in a wall in a moment. So might Mirko.
Yeah.
We'll blame Jeffy Boy if that happens.
Yeah.
Be right needs to stay within the 3-second time penalty of Reese. It is absolutely crucial for the championship lead here and the championship fight. As it is round 14, so we have 4 rounds left to go in season 11. As again, Mirko looking around, trying to see where to get that time to get away from Powertwan. Ugh.
Power who?
Powertwan. That's his name. Powertwan.
I thought you said Power Man. I was like, who's that guy?
Oh wow, there's an off there, and I believe that is Bear. Yes, it is Bear off already. A bit of contact again between Mini Toki and B right behind him. He's getting rear-ended by his teammate, the man on dead tyres so far. Tyres that are 19 laps old. Wow, being held up is B right. This is changing everything drastically now. Can they hold on? No. Oh, there's fireworks. That scared me. As Mirko leads the Grand Prix, 2.5 seconds ahead of TF10 Reese. Powertwan trying to make a move on Reese to get the position back, but also his B-right. Bit of contact between both. Has he got any damage? No, he doesn't.
And
yellow flags.
Was that Aspel?
That is a
Aspel into the wall.
Into the wall there. No safety car's going to come out for the remainder of the lap.
I think that was some contact with either the McLaren or not Falcons. Ryan or the McLaren. And Mintoki is off. Is that a puncture? No, he has just gone off. And Mirko on the final lap of the race will secure this one with 6.5 second gap to Powerton. Can Powerton keep this second place on this lap? Here comes Reese down the inside, brakes late, gets the move done. Yes, he has. And Powerton has actually lost the position to Ben as well. And can Ben make a move on Reese for second position? No. Ryan hits Ben, his teammate, getting side by side into the chicane. Leave each other enough space. Oh, that was Powerton and Ryan. My bad, my bad. And Mirko will come home and take the victory in Mexico. And Mirko will win in Mexico. And Reese will come home P2 on track, but has the penalty, will drop down to P5. That's Aston Martin 1-3. Yes, and Powerton takes P4, Fabulous P6. Jan, have you fallen asleep?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello?
No,
I think my headset's like actually just like given out, finally. I think it says given out.
just broke. What?
I was commentating and I was wondering why I was like, you're talking over me. I was like, what's going on? And I just realized, like, oh, it's broke.
Oh,
As,
great. Oh no,
Hello.
Anthonus has retired.
Tio, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, it does work still. It's just dying.
Ah.
That's it. The headset's done.
And oh,
Oh,
driver
no.
of the day.
Can you hear that, by the way?
I can hear the fireworks.
Honestly, that is so loud.
I think. Who do we give the driver of the day to? It's
gonna-
either Ben or Powerton.
It's gonna have to go power
I
plan.
think.
From P8 on the grid to P4, and obviously he managed to keep that with that level of tyre degradation is insane. And here is your race director, everyone.
Do we want to do interviews? Yes or no?
No, I want to go to bed.
You want to go sleep? And we go sleep.
My apologies. I will try and organise interviews for Mexico maybe next week if I'm on comms for tier 3.
Mexico next week.
No, Mexico interview. Sorry, I'll see what I can fix. I'll speak to people, but I want to go to bed. And then
Yeah.
fireworks are so loud. Good night, everyone. Thank you for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in to Tier 1 this evening. Have a good rest.
Exclamation mark Discord in the chat if you'd like to join. We are back next week and on Wednesday for Realistic with Nathan and maybe myself commentating or driving. Who knows? As we'll see you all in the next one. Have a beautiful week, everyone, and be safe. Drink a lot of water.
Fuck me.